There's a science where you photograph the eyes. We then blow up the eyes on the computer about this big, right, on the computer. And we see about that much of the eye. And then we can see the iris, which is the white part of the eye, against the actual color part itself. And that's called, and then you've got the sclera, right? Now, that part of the eye is a great indicator for what sort of disease are affecting that particular person. Now, whether you say good afternoon. Today I'm going to speak to you about a fantastic subject which I learnt about 40 odd years ago called Iridology. Iridology. I was so lucky that in about 40 years ago I met a chiropractor in a place called Adelaide in South Australia, and he actually he introduced me to Iridology. I'd never heard of it until then. Talking about 40 years ago, I never heard of it. And what it is about Iridology is based on the study of the iris. Now, the iris is an Egyptian word meaning eyes, right? So the iris is the colored part of the eye. So when you look at eyes, you've got brown eyes, you've got pale brown eyes, you've got blue eyes, you've got green eyes, you've even got purple eyes. Now, the iris comes from the Egyptian, which means color. So in the eye, you've got several components, but you've got the iris, which is the colored part of the eye. Then you've got the sclera, which is the white part of the eye. And it's a very good iridology as a science. I've done about 30,000 patients plus with this. There's a science where you photograph the eyes. We then blow up the eyes on the computer about this big, right, on the computer. And we see about that much of the eye. And then we can see the iris, which is the white part of the eye, against the actual color part itself, and that's called, and then you've got the sclera, right? Now, that part of the eye is a great indicator for what sort of disease are affecting that particular person. Now, whether you're suffering from psoriasis or heart problems or diabetes or any other serious issues, Iridology is a fantastic vehicle that you photograph. We then show it on the computer where your problems are, and then depending on your problem, we can recommend specific foods to heal the diabetes or the eye function or the malfunction in the stomach. Everything is disclosed in the eye. Now, amazingly, 40 indicators affect the right eye, 40 indicators in the left eye, and that is because your body is sending 28,000 signals every single day from your body. Sends it to the spinal column. 28,000 will come up and mark your eyes. So every single day as we're talking, even when you're sleeping, this is working. So your eyes then are marked with those indicators, and then the indicators are shown in the photo, and we put on the computer, and then we can show you exactly where your weaknesses are, and we can show you what food you should be eating, what supplements you should be taking, and what books you should be reading, so you can understand how to cure the problems. Iridology is one of the most magnificent tools that all doctors should be using, right? But it takes about 25 to 30 years for a practitioner to become very proficient in understanding Iridology. And you must have very good equipment, like you must have the best cameras, especially done for Iridology. You must have the best cameras, you must have the best computers, and the best photographing equipment, okay? So what I suggest you do is look up Iridology, right, and look up a company called Planet Wellness on YouTube, and then give us a call. Let's have a talk to you about how we can give you some indication about Iridology. And if you're happy to hear what we're going to say, you can come and visit us. We can then photograph your eyes and give you some great indicators, and within about 6 to 8 weeks, your health should be in tremendous shape. So we're looking forward to hearing from you, and look forward to helping you with your issue with your eyes. Thank you.